There's one joke for you to start off, and it's from what I call a civilian, meaning a non-comedian. Doug Exeter tweeted, COVID-19 may not be retransmitted or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Major League Baseball. I hope the Marlins are okay. All right, Jim Gaffigan spoke to Parade Magazine, and they asked, any comedic TV roles you would have wanted to do? Now listen to this. I love the British version of The Office. Can you imagine Jim Gaffigan in The Office? Would he be a good Michael Scott? I am talking as I think he probably would be a pretty good Michael Scott, wouldn't he? He said, I love the British version of The Office. I love playing the dumb guy who thinks he's smart. I think the series captured the humorous nature of mundane life, but overall watching comedies just isn't that rewarding for me compared to a drama. I enjoy Downton Abbey and Ozark more than I do, say, Parks and Rec. As a family, we've watched Jane the Virgin and The Good Place, and we have movie nights. We watched Tangled because it's nostalgic, but my 14-year-old son was like, no. Andy Samberg, and I'm on a big Andy Samberg kick. He was on Conan. Hey, I saw a Twitter thread saying that Popstar is like really awesome. Now, I was thinking about that. I love Lonely Island. I love Andy. I love the Bash Brothers. And I haven't watched Popstar. And I was like, why haven't I clicked on that? And I think it's the cover art just didn't appeal to me. I don't know, where the trailer didn't look good, but there was a Twitter thread that I was part of on Sunday that says that that is awesome. So if you've checked out Popstar, I'd love to hear from you. You can tweet at me at DCNpod, or my personal is at McDRadio. Plus, there's the Facebook page for the podcast. You could do that. So I'm going to check out Popstar at some point. Baseball's back, so I've been watching my Mets, but we'll see how this Marlins thing shakes out. Maybe there won't be baseball. Anyway, Andy Samberg was on Conan, and he said, I have a feeling, look, it can go one of two ways. We'll get it under control. There's a vaccine. We come up with some great protocol that actually feels safe. Or, and hear me out, everything goes mocap, motion capture. And we all get Ready Player One style mocap rigs in our homes, and you can audition this way and then actually shoot this way. It's like Avatar style, but it's in your little pod. And he keeps going, and he says, and like Ready Player One with a diaper, because you don't want to waste time by leaving a set. That's also from Ready Player One, the book. Not for all you posers who just saw the movie. They cut out the diaper thing. Also the virtual sex they cut out. Such a sellout, Spielberg. Unbelievable. Anyway, if you think you can get a really good mocap rig and a little blue screen or green screen room in your house with one of those 360-degree cameras and a diaper, a big old diaper, a big like multiple trips diaper, that's his plan for shooting during COVID. I actually read the book, Andy. I'm cool, right? No? Well, I read the book and I'm not cool. From the Canton Rep, which, as you know, is your home for comedy news, they spoke to Tammy Pescatelli and wrote, just days before pausing the world back in March, Pescatelli starred in the Showtime special, More Funny Women of a Certain Age. She released her latest hour, the Way After School special. She was on the Today Show. She was booked on Fallon. She said, it was the hottest time in my career. It's appropriate timing that my career had some heat. I can see why there'd be an apocalypse. She is making her return to the stage at the Funny Stop in Cuyahoga Falls. That's July 31st and August 1st. She says, I'm not afraid to go out. It's not a political statement to wear a mask. I'm Italian, so I've always skeeved everyone anyway. I'm happy to be able to wear a mask. I'd like to wear a hazmat suit half the time when I go to family reunions. Ian Karmel is the head writer on The Late Late Show with James Corden. He's also a comedian. He spoke to Laugh Button, and they asked, how badly are you missing going on stage because you're so busy with The Late Late Show? Ian said, I've been on The Late Late Show for like 5 years. Before that, I was on Chelsea Lately for like a year. TV writing is such a demanding job. If it's 60 hours a week, you're lucky. So I've been able to do like mostly hiatuses. So I'm good at going like a month or two without doing stand-up if I have to. The Zoom shows I've done, and I've only done a couple, have made me miss it so bad. I was like, I would give anything to be doing even a crowded bar show in Portland, Oregon right now and just be able to get that energy back. But the fucked up thing is, man, before quarantine hit, work had been so intense that I hadn't even been able to go on for about a month anyway. I'd done like maybe one show here in LA, so my break has been even longer than like most stand-ups. I'm definitely itching to get back to it, but I don't want to do it until something's safe. I don't want to put anyone in that position. Today's Daily Comedy News brought to you by the Real Funny Stories podcast, and they say, college students hold candlelight vigil for Taco Bell after it closes. Man wants to charge his girlfriend $24 a night when he sleeps over. Vegan bride banishes meat eaters from her wedding. Woman makes $60,000 a year selling her dirty underwear online. Ugh. Check out Brooke and Julie On the Real Funny Stories podcast, where they talk about the funniest news stories you probably missed, they scour the internet each week to find you the most hilarious, strange, and outlandish stories. Join them every Monday and prepare to laugh. Any platform you use, they're on it. It is the Real Funny Stories podcast, and they are today's sponsor. I'm curious about man wants to charge his girlfriend $24 a night when she sleeps over. All right, sometime today, maybe even in the past, if you slept in and didn't listen to Daily Comedy News with your breakfast, it's the nominations for this year's Emmys. Yeah, are you not excited? Leslie Jones has been tapped to host the 72nd Annual Primetime Emmy Awards nominations. That's a thing. Those will be out at 11:30 Eastern. It's either in your future or your past, and I bet you I talk about it tomorrow. And that is your Daily Comedy News for today. Subscribe on Apple or Google. I like what the nice ladies from the Real Funny Stories podcast. Yeah, any platform you use, they're on it. Any platform you use, Daily Comedy News is there too. I'm even on Ghana if you're in India, and that is a real thing. That is a real service in India, and Daily Comedy News is on it. So if you're in India and for some reason you can't get Apple or Google or Spotify, we're on Ghana, man. See you tomorrow.